named this Stop Overthinking and Post the Content. And I will explain why in a moment, y'all. And I am going to go over some stats for you guys in order to go ahead and know why y'all should even be listening to me in the first place. So today is going to go like this, y'all. We're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about, I did some research to show you guys that the numbers are on your side in regards to the fact that I know you guys don't want to probably post content. Everybody want to, be a business owner, but no one is signed up for the marketing side of it. And the numbers prove that you are not alone on this. But I'm also going to show you guys why we have to overcome that as well. On the second portion of that, we're going to go over some tools. We're going to go over platforms and why you should pick one, because one can compound, guys. One compounds. We're going to talk about strategy. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the tools, and then we're going to dive into Capcut, which makes it a working session, right? Now, because of the fact, y'all, that it is a working session, and I'm going to have everybody here go ahead and utilize their phones to go ahead and actually post something today. So for the people who are here, if you guys are on your phone, if you guys can transfer to a computer, that would be great. That would be amazing. But if you're someone who's multitasking and watching while you're on the road, then you can catch the replay, and we don't mind dropping the slides in at the end. But if you haven't already, just please go into the Play Store if you're an Android person, no shade. And if you're an iPhone, go into the App Store and download Capcut. All right, y'all. So let's talk about the numbers really quick. Oh, actually, let me go up real quick. If you're wondering if you should have the free or the paid version of this, right? So Capcut is as little as $7.99 a month. You can sign up for the 14-day free trial just so that you can unlock all the tools that are in there. I always say try it before you buy it, but you can go ahead and do this with the free version as well. Right? If not, if you're someone who doesn't mind paying the $7.99 a month, I would go ahead and I would say it's absolutely necessary. And if you're like Tony, my business partner in the room, and you like to go ahead and actually purchase things for the year, which is what she's done with our stuff, then you can just go ahead and knock it out with that. All right, y'all. So let's talk about the numbers in this space. So for this research, I went ahead and went through Perplexity just to go ahead and see how other people in this space and other business owners were feeling about posting content online. And the harsh reality is 60% of small business owners don't want to market online. They don't. They don't want to post content. They'll scroll. They know it's important. I think everybody in this room knows it's important, right? But they don't want to. And an overwhelming 70% of them say they just don't see the results when they do it. So it's rather discouraging for them. So we all shy away from it. And when I say I have been there, y'all, if you have known me for quite a while, then I used to sit in that very, very same exact spot. Now I'm going to go over here real quick before I jump into this slide. What changed for me in this world, and I'm going to run you guys through some stats as to why you should be listening to us in the room right now. Because before this, y'all, I used to be just like y'all. And I hated posting. I didn't even have social media at all. I started my social media in September. And then I met Tony in December through Coach K's Inner Circle program. And when me and Tony met, we did something completely crazy. We got hitched on the first date. So we went ahead and we joined business together. And I completely left the business that I had already had going for 3+ years. I left my Instagram. It wasn't really that popping, to be fair, because I had just started in September, and I was just like probably many of you, not posting on there, not taking it seriously, and it was just sitting stagnant. So it really wasn't much for me to leave mine. But Tony had been on YouTube for 15+ years, and she did have an Instagram. Although she wasn't really utilizing Instagram, it was still there. So we met through Coach K's Inner Circle program. We started doing business right after we went ahead and decided, you know what, this makes sense in December. And in January, we let everything go and went all in on our business. So we say that to say that mentorship is absolutely non-negotiable. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that. But I would love to show you guys what just 4 months together has done real quick. And I'm telling you, these numbers was so fire to me. I got her in the room right now. Hey, Tony. All right, y'all. So let's talk about it. And just the 4 months that we've been together, and we really didn't have a good content strategy till about a month in. We were still trying to dance around together. Could you imagine? We skipped the dating phase, we went right into marriage, trying to merge 2 voices together, figure out who got the mic, right? What it is that we're gonna go ahead and post, it was a mess. But let me tell you guys how real it is, y'all. When me and Tony first got together, because we had to leave so many different things in our plan B behind, we were only making $538 a month. I want to know who in America could live off of that. I don't care if you're in the Midwest or not. I don't care where you at. Undoable, right? Undoable. Today we sit in front of you guys making anywhere between 8,000 to 20, our highest 30,000 in a month. Okay, that's 4 months later. Okay, over 30,000. We had 300 on our Instagram, y'all. 300. And that felt pretty good to us, to be totally fair. We have now over 800, so it's grown 168%, but we've only been posting consistently for about a month and a half, like a month. We went ahead and right now we have over 28,000 views, and our YouTube subscribers, which is where we get paid, we're monetized on YouTube, guys. We went ahead and grew over 1,000 subscribers on there, and then our free school community has grown to over 700. And in between that time, we actually went ahead and actually got into a paid school community as well. In real life, y'all, in just the 4 months that we've been together, what has happened so much just from us being able to, even if you guys, and the reason why I show you guys these numbers is we do not have that many followers. We just started posting consistently a month and a half ago. The revenue that we have is because we started posting. Forget the followers, forget that. The revenue. I have a friend who has literally 1,000,000 times more followers than me. We have the same amount of views every week since we started posting every day. And our revenue, you can't make this up. How many people here can just believe going from 500 to over 20K every month in just 3 or 4 months? And I don't think me and Tony have ever talked about numbers out loud. We don't even never necessarily do that. But the only reason why we do that, y'all, is because it's extremely surreal to see how much progress we have had in just 4 months. And it can happen for us, it can happen for you. And if you remember me in September, I was quiet. I used to write things like, I know I'll be lurking in the background and I don't really post, but like, look at me now. Hey, shut up. I got a toothache and I'm on here presenting. All right. So life come at you fast. So I say that to say, if it can happen for me, if it can happen for Tony, I promise you guys, everybody has a voice and it can happen for you guys. I promise you. So we already talked about this a little bit. That's 70%. You're not alone. I literally just jumped out of that 70%. You cannot stay stuck though, guys. You cannot stay stuck. The reason why you cannot stay stuck is because there is no possible way that your testimony can turn into purpose if nobody has ever heard it. And if you're like me and you're like, I don't want to do it alone, find a partner, y'all. But go ahead and make sure that you get unstuck. We know that social media is absolutely necessary. It's free marketing, you guys, free marketing. But if you're touch and go with your content, the algorithm just won't push you. It won't see you as consistent. It won't see you as someone to push to non-followers. It sounds crazy, right? But one time a day is all it takes. Statistically speaking, when I ran all of the numbers through Perplexity, almost everybody said, over 80% of entrepreneurs said they can see themselves giving at least 30 minutes a day to content. 30 minutes a day. you confidently before you disperse everywhere into the world. We talk about LinkedIn all the time in our community, but for this, because I'm talking about video, we're going to talk about either Instagram or YouTube. I want you to pick one of these two guys, and there's a reason for it. I'm going to be honest though, YouTube pays well, better than Instagram. So Tony has been on YouTube for a while. It pays a lot better for the views. It's easier to go ahead and compound. So if you're looking to go ahead and pick one of the two, that that was one of the places that we went ahead and compounded off the most. But Instagram has an amazing reach. And Instagram is coupled with Facebook because it's a meta account. So you just want to pick one. Pick either Instagram or pick either YouTube, whichever one you guys want to pick, whether you're somebody who can do more long form or you just want more short form. We just need you to pick one. Now, let's get into the strategy behind it all. So I put Seven the Stylist here because I literally use her quote all the time. She says, copycat, copy the right cat. It stuck with me. I've been using it ever since she said it. So there's no idea new under the sun, right? So we're all imitating or getting influenced by somebody. So we're all copying. The question is who, right? You always want to copy from something that you would want to trade spaces with. And you want to copy the strategy. I'm not saying still not be yourself, still don't have a unique business angle, still don't have your message. I'm just saying make sure you copy winning strategies because success leaves clues. We all probably know what to say about our business, right? Everybody knows what they sell. Everybody knows what the transformation is at the end of their product. The problem with social media is you got to know how to say it, right? Because there's a certain psychology. Like nobody wants to see somebody ramble for 5 minutes, right? And especially in this day and age where shorts is happening left and right, and the way that the world is set up, the attention span is going right. So you have to know how to go ahead and operate within what's called the psychology of attention. Now, I'm going to be honest, y'all. I love psychology. But again, I just told you guys, I was not keen to social media like that. I was one of those people that was like, I'm different. I didn't watch the Hunger Games, right? I was just so different. I didn't have social media. I was like on my pedestal up here. I was like, I'm just a different person, right? So I had to literally learn, right? The psychology of attention. And that's why networking is so important too, because listen, my homegirl Aisa tells me all day about the psychology of attention. But if you're like me and you have no idea how to start or what it looks like, I'm going to break down the strategy in just a moment. But there are two Instagram handles on the screen of people who have thousands and thousands of followers. And this is all the content that they post about. All they do is post short content, just breaking down the hook, the story, the CTA, and the psychology. So if you want here, take a screenshot of this, right? And make sure you follow them on Instagram. Just engage with their information. Go ahead and bring it on in so you guys can start learning, right? A lot of the times as entrepreneurs, we don't have a school for entrepreneurship. That's why we have to pay for mentorship. So we have to make that like that learning model. See Tony's face. That learning model a part of our everyday move, right? We have to always be learning. Always be learning. Third, the other person that I want you guys to follow is the third person. I need you to find someone killing it in your business, whatever your business is. Success leaves clues. Copy them. Look at what's working for them. If it's working for them and it's the same audience, it will work for you. And if you're like, well, Tiff, I don't want to copy, don't know, can't nobody sound like you guys. A lot of the times we'll get inspiration from a video and it's still going to come out totally different just because the sauce of everything that we have. We're just different people. So regardless of whether or not we get inspired from someone else, the product is still yours. Your story is still yours. Everything is still yours. So use the info, right? Until you can start finding your voice. So now the equation, I'm going to break it down real quick. And then again, y'all, working session. So if you haven't already, please make sure you have Capcut downloaded on your device, on your phone. So the winning equation is hook, story, call to action, CTA, call to action, what I want y'all to do, right? So I'm not going to spend so much time here. I did want to make this something educational before we got into the working session. So I did just want people to understand it, but guess what? I'm not going to make you guys do this. I just wanted you guys to understand it. And if you guys want the slides after this, I do not mind. You guys know I let it teach, I let it learn. All right. So psychology says you got 2 to 5 seconds to stop someone the truth, the proof. Kind of did it in here when I was kind of just talking about our story and everything that we went through, the method, whatever that is. That's the second part, y'all. And then the third part is every single post has to have a call to action. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard this, I was like, man, I don't want to say like do this or do that every post. Sometimes it could be indirect, guys. Right? Sometimes it could be indirect. It could be like, and this is what we do all the time in our community. You know, we have a community. I've said it how many times in this post? So you'll go ahead and hear it there. But a lot of the times our posts will say something like comment down below or follow or do this. Save this so you don't forget is a nice indirect one. Save this, but down below, comment, bam, and I'll send you the I'll send you the file, whatever that is. Or it can go ahead and be something simple like send this to X amount of people. So it's just a call to action at the end, whatever that is for you guys. So that's the 3-part formula, y'all. It's just the hook, the story, and the call to action. But we're not going to go ahead and do a video about that at all today. We're actually going to go ahead and we're all going to do something that's called B-roll while we're here together. All right. So I guess the question is, what is B-roll and how do you film it? So B-roll is just footage of you literally laid over a video, and then there's always words on the screen. So I'm going to play this video real quick to show you guys how easy it is to go ahead and just film B-roll. We're going to actually do it together in just a moment. I'm going to give you guys some examples, but just watch it with me. Can y'all hear sound just to be sure? Or I'm the only one that was dancing for no reason? Okay, cool. All right, so y'all seen how simple that was, y'all? Y'all seen how she was just, I feel like she was just walking around. That's all she was doing. And she was filming herself. It's ridiculous, right? Listen, we are all on Coach K's page. We all love Coach K. Y'all know y'all see her all the time on her B-roll. Look at Coach K. That's B-roll right there. My girl just texting on the phone, probably ordering Uber Eats. And look, this is exactly what that's what I would be doing if that was me. Now you coach if you're here. All right, so B-roll always looks like this, guys. So B-roll is always the video of you just doing something filmed at whatever shot it was in. And then it always has, let me see if I can zoom this in. It always has two different types of text at the top. It always has that bigger text at the top and then that smaller text down below. So the bigger text is normally like the hook or what it is that the video is doing. Like for hers is sending out a list of blank. For ours that we posted earlier for the example is, let me see exactly what it is before I lie, because I did post it on ours. Imagine I say it incorrectly and they're like, that is not what it says, Tiffany. Ours says how to start transitional housing without a program. So ours was a how. Coach is explaining what she's doing on. ManyChat, it doesn't take long at all, right? It's a very quick automation that you can set up so it will auto DM them after they do the words. But again, this is intended for the entrepreneur that is just not posting, which means you're probably just trying to get your traction up, right? Okay, perfect. So let's talk about that statement because here's what I want everyone to think about. I want everyone to think of what is their first liner at the top going to be. And if you want to screenshot this and put this in ChatGPT and say, give me one of these hooks for my business, because it should know you by now, or Claude, or I think, Claude is better, but either or, right? Screenshot this and put it in here. I need everybody to start figuring out what is going to be their top line statement. Is it I'm sending out? Is it how to? Is it I do this every day? Is it I help blank do X? Whatever it is, I need everybody to go ahead and figure out what this line is going to be for you. Can you guys put done in the chat if I can move on past the screen? Because I talk fast and I can't tell when I'm losing the crowd. I'm also cognizant of the time. Done? Okay, okay, done, done, done. Okay, oh, you're fast. All right, I'm excited. Okay, cool. Now I need you guys thinking about what is your CTA? What is your call to action? Make it an easy word, y'all. Don't make it something crazy, right? Make it something that everybody can do, right? Comment community, comment start, comment now, right? Give me a one liner. Give me a one liner. And then go ahead and think about what that is going to be for you. Can you guys go ahead? Community, right? Help. Okay, comment help. All right, I see you guys. Y'all are good for me to move on from this slide? I just want everybody to know what their two sentences are going to be before we move on. Thrive. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, perfect. Okay. So this here is for you guys to just understand the different equations behind this. Let me just get a sip of water, y'all. Perfect. The different equations behind it. It could be pain removed for audience. It could be what you're doing. It could be the speed, the result. If you're like me and you learn in this type of format, I wanted to keep this on the screen in case you wanted to know of different formats and different styles. The way that you can compound this effort and make it easier as you guys get in the future and learn this is you can obviously ask Chatterclaw to give you a bunch of these for your business so you don't have to go ahead and think through these. Okay, so now we're about to get into the working session in just a second, y'all. So get ready for this. So everything that we use, y'all. So when we first get started, we're doing the talking head video. That's a really fancy way to say you talking at a camera. That's it. That's all. Right? A beginner friendly tool, believe it or not, is Capcut, y'all. After that, it actually gets a lot fancier than Capcut. We actually got Higgsfields and Kling AI, which do like commercial grade video that everyone's kind of looking for. And then if you get to the final boss in the video game, you actually compare Claude to actually work with CapCut or Higgsfield and Kling AI, and it can edit and do the videos for you. But you cannot get to the final boss. Okay, you don't get to the Olympics on day one. You gotta at least be able to film yourself and get the talking head and the CapCut out. Because I don't care if I give you guys the blueprint to make a 50 million videos in 2 minutes. If you don't know how to post, and it's gonna kill you either way. It's a tough cadence and a tough habit. It's not going to make a difference, right? So we're going to start with CapCut. I went ahead and did some research, and in case somebody wants to go ahead, no, you're welcome, Kendrick. Wants to screenshot these. These are actually all of the top tools that every business owner should be using CapCut for. Auto captions is the words that you guys see over the videos when people are talking. If you have the paid version, which I recommend everybody should have, again, it's just $7.99 a month, but you can do the 14-day free trial. And they went ahead and they put the link in the chat. That's how you have that. The reason why you want to do that is a lot of people scroll at night on their phone or with their sound off, right? And you never know if people, just are reading along. And then here are the other options in here. We're not going to go through any of these, but I just wanted to give it to you guys so you guys know what the top 10 are that all business owners should be using when it comes to CapCut. So now we're going to film our own B-roll. So we're going to start real easy, and then I'm going to play a video and stop and go as we go along. So this is really what you're going to do. You're going to take your phone, y'all. You're going to take your phone, and this is for the people that are on the computer on the phone. If not, you can transfer over to a computer or watch the replay all the time. You're going to prop the phone up somewhere, right? So that it can see you while you are on the computer. Give it a nice little view, right? For about 10 to 15 seconds. Do-do-do-do, do-do. And like I'm really doing something too. I'm not doing nothing. I had to erase everything that I typed here. And then you're gonna pause the video once you're done. That's simple. Prop the phone up. Make sure you got a good angle. Try to make it look aesthetic. Hit the video for about 10 seconds. Act like you typing. And then go ahead and stop the video. I'm gonna play it one more time so I can kind of gauge my time in here. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Should put music here. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Perfect. Let me make sure I ain't losing anybody who's doing this because I do want y'all to do this because we're gonna compound off of this and show you guys how easy it is. Can you guys put done in the chat when you guys are done doing that? Put done in the chat. Mm-mm. Donna. Done, Alicia. Okay. Tony, I want you to do it too. I ain't gonna lie because I'm kind of gauging off the beginning for that. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I'm at work watching. Okay. I got you. And Andre, I almost say Andrea. Andrea could be either or. All right. So now this is what we're going to go ahead and do. So let me go ahead and do this. Oh, if you're driving, please keep it safe. Please keep it safe. All right. I'm going to play this video really quick. Do, 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 do. And CapCut, by the way, can also be on your desktop, believe it or not. So if you want to airdrop the video and do it on your desktop, you absolutely can. However, I think it's easier on the phone. I'm not going to lie. All right. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to CapCut. You're going to go to CapCut and you are going to open it up. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Tony, I'm gonna use you as the novice person that I'm. So when you're done, go thumbs up. I know, right? I'm using you as my litmus test. So go like this when you're done. All right. Once you have CapCut open, y'all, I want you to hit on new video right there. Click on the new video icon that is going to be right there when you open it up. Do you know how cool, by the way, the seed dances at the top? If you ever did AI videos, once you click on new video, you're just gonna find the video that you just made, and you're just gonna click it. And when you click on it, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to click on add on the bottom right hand corner, and then you're gonna go ahead and hit add. You make sure I don't lose nobody. Can y'all put done in the chat? Because now I lost Tony. I can't even see my girl because the video. Can y'all put done in the chat when y'all did that one? Make sure I don't lose nobody. Absolutely can. Okay, done, but my hair look crazy is hilarious. Okay, perfect. Listen, it's more relatable. You just got to make the hook make sense to that. Okay, so now what's interesting about CapCut, guys, is yes. It should be super duper quick. It should be quick. You can attach to your Instagram, you can attach to your Google. It should be really fast. Just attach it to something. All right. So when you guys have it open, you're gonna notice that the video loads here. When you want to go ahead and actually click on the actual roll of the video itself, where you guys see me pointing it to. You guys want to actually go ahead and click there. When you click there, what happens is a new set of options comes up versus when you're not selected there. So you want to make sure that you're selecting that. Now, the first thing we're going to do is you realize that the beginning of it, we have, well, the whole video in and of itself has volume on it more than likely because you just filmed it right now. And you don't want any of that volume in the video when you post it. So at the bottom, there's actually a volume button. You want to go ahead and click the volume button. And when you do that, it brings up a slider. You're going to bring that slider and you're going to put it all the way to the left. That takes all the sound off of the entire video for you guys. From there, now we have to go ahead and we have to actually clean up the parts of the video that we don't want. Let me go back right here. So you see this beginning portion of the video where I'm leaning in to prop the video up. Don't nobody want to see that, right? Nobody wants to see that. And Susan, if you're having issues, just force close up the application and bring it right back up. It should be good after that. So you want to go ahead and just play the video or slide it over right here where you guys see it until where the video actually starts. Not this portion here where I'm leaning over to go ahead and actually start the video. We don't want that in there. On the bottom left-hand side, there is a icon that says, hold on, I almost went too deep. Let me make sure you guys see it. And guys, splits. Let me make sure, let me see if I can hit this. Y'all see the split that's there? It's right here on the bottom left-hand side to the left of volume. You click split. What happens when you click split is it will go ahead and it will detach that part of the video to the rest of the video. All you want to do from there is you want to go ahead and click on that clip that we just took apart, and you want to hit the delete button at the bottom, delete. So you can delete that portion from the video. So no one can tell it's from Capcut, and no one can see that little piece at the end. So it just looks a little bit more professionally grade. So you do not have to keep that Capcut at the end. Now, if you are running the free trial, it will let you. But if you already extended your free trial, and you're on just a free version and they need you to upgrade, it won't let you get rid of the Capcut. Again, it's only $7.99 a month, y'all. I do absolutely agree. Yeah, it is kind of similar to Edit to Money. And I actually normally bring it out of CapCut lately, and I bring it into edits for that just because I love it so much. And so it's easier for me to go in here. But because Instagram is pushing edits, I do find myself doing that a lot. All right, let me make sure I don't skip nothing by mistake. I'm trying to go faster. Do 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 do. Okay, now let me. All right, so now, oops, I knew I was gonna go too fast. Hold on, let me bring it back for y'all. So now I want you guys to go ahead and actually click on where you see text. Now, if you're on the video, and you still have this selected in white, you're not going to see the option that says text down below. You have to hit an empty area at the bottom. So this black dark space in between these words and then this right here, go ahead and click there and you should see the text option at the bottom. That's right there. And then when you click text, go ahead and hit on add text. And I always go with default, y'all. Let's not make it too complicated. Just go ahead and hit on default. From there, you just want to go ahead and hit that enter text, and you want to enter whatever sentence you decided you were going to go ahead and put at the beginning here. So go ahead and take a moment to type any of that out. You guys are going to see me just do that in this video too. Whatever that sentence was at the beginning, whether it is I am sending out, I help Bam do that, do you want to, whatever it is that you guys put there, go ahead and type your sentence out. Oh, go back. I didn't see it. All right, hold on. I'll make sure I don't lose nobody. Yep. Type the hook, Charles. Type that in. After you guys do that, ooh, make sure it's good. There we go. So you're gonna hit add text default. And then in the search bar there, that's right there, where you guys see me typing, you're gonna go ahead and you're going to type whatever your hook is. Once you're done, you can just hit return on your keyboard. If yours is long like mine, you're gonna have to put space between it. So you're gonna see me go ahead and click right after start, and I'm gonna hit return to bring it on down, and you're gonna see me do the same thing after the word housing because it's way too long. That will be a long sentence at the top. So you might have to do that just to play around with the sizing really quick, y'all. After you go ahead and do that, you're gonna take your fingers like you're pinching something, and you're literally just over this entire area that's now, you see how big it is over my face? That whole area where you see the two white lines, the boxes, you're gonna pinch that area to bring it in together so that you can resize it towards the middle. So you're literally gonna take your finger and pinch it, which is gonna make it smaller. You're gonna pinch your fingers together, and then you're just gonna position it towards the middle top of the video. So it actually looks good. Now, Oh, they raised the price to $11.99. I'm on to $7.99. Okay. Now I don't want to lose you guys if I lost you guys there. You guys good? Really quick from there. Can you guys put done in the chat if I didn't lose you guys already? Because if I have to slow it down, because from here I'm gonna then tell you guys to go to style and pick a style. Are you guys good so far? Done? Done? Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, from there, you're gonna hit on style, not fonts, but style. You can click whatever style you want, y'all. Just make sure it stands out, right? So I've hit the yellow one. So you just want to go ahead and hit style and go from there. All right, now, I see you, Kathy. Okay, from there, we have to do the second part, which is the CTA. So now you're gonna hit add text again on the bottom left-hand side. You guys will still see it there. You're gonna click it again. Yes, you can save your brand colors, Amani. You're gonna hit on default. Yolanda, I'll be praying for you. I hope everything's okay. You're gonna hit on that is just type it in the box. Y'all gonna see me do my typos here. Same thing as before. You want to go ahead and use your fingers to pinch and resize it and put it right underneath the other portion here. So it should look something like this. Does it look familiar, y'all? It's starting to look more and more like the B-roll you guys see online. From here, you're gonna go right back into style. We're doing the same thing twice, y'all, so don't get too overwhelmed. You're gonna go to style. Okay, so the second part. Oh, just share from your keyboard, Kim. So however you normally get to the emojis on your keyboard. So same thing. You want to hit add text, default, type in the search bar your CTA, and you're resizing it. So you're literally just doing the same thing twice. This time when you go to style, guys, I'm gonna ask you guys to click on a different style, not the same one as the one on the top, just to do contrast, okay? From there, we want this text to be over the entire video. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, and it should highlight it in just a moment. But if you guys look how I'm highlighted over how to start transitional, my hook, there is this, oh, there we go, perfect. You see this white part at the end, which is where the text ends? You want to take your finger and just drag it to the end of the video. You're literally just going to take your finger and drag it on over to the end. You guys are going to see me do that in just a moment here. Bam, I put it to the end of the video. You're gonna see me go back in just a second, and we have to do the same thing to the second one. You just use the white part and drag it all the way over to the end. Now, the next part is we have to do the thumbnail, because you want the thumbnail to pretty much replicate the video. Because right now, if I were to post this video, you guys see how it says how to start transitional housing without a program, but my CTA is missing. I don't want that, right? We want it to look like what we've seen Coach K doing, and we want it to be there as well. So you're actually going to hit on cover, which is located right there on the left-hand side. And when you're going to click on cover, it's going to bring up the whole video. All you need to do is scroll your finger over to the portion of the video where both the hook is with the call to action. And then you're going to hit save on the top right, and it's going to go ahead and save it. So now your thumbnail that you don't have to make is a part of the video. So when you post it, before people actually click on it, they'll actually see this exact same moment. Now, this should look eerily similar to what it is that you're doing or what you see online. From here, we're just going to use Instagram. I'm not going to use edits or anything else on purpose. From here, you're going to go ahead and hit export on the top right. You're just going to hit export on the top right. Now, you can post directly to Instagram from here. You absolutely can. A lot of us are scared of Instagram if you are here doing this anyways. So we're not going to do it directly from there on purpose. I'm going to make you guys go onto Instagram on purpose. And look at Coach K being the first thing on the Instagram, Tony. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Instagram. You're going to hit on the plus sign on the upper left-hand side where my arrow is going. Ding, ding, ding. You're going to find the video and you're going to hit next on the top right-hand corner. So Instagram, top left-hand corner, hit the plus sign. And then hit next. Catherine, if you want to play the video before you extort it, just to make sure you like it, you can. But after everything that we did, you should have no volume on the video, a hook, and then your call to action. All right, from here, you're going to hit next. After you select your video. And then after that, it's going to bring you to the screen. And we're actually going to go ahead and hit on audio. Now, I was going to go over post story real alive, but I don't want to overwhelm everybody if that's not your language. So we're just going to hit next from here in the first place. So just hit next. Dun, dun, dun. All right, now here we're going to stop for a second. And at the bottom, we have a couple of different options. We're actually going to hit on audio. And here's why we're going to hit on audio, guys. Because right now we got a video with nothing else but just our B-roll in there. And we want it to get pushed on the algorithm. So we're going to hit on audio. And what's going to happen when we do that is there's going to be a bunch of music that you can go ahead and select from trending music that's already popping right now on the algorithm to something that is for you. Now, of course, y'all, we do want to use trending audio, but if like it's raunchy or something crazy and it just don't match, you know, your audience or something. Members in our community, visit this today. If you're waiting for your sign, this is it. Blah, blah, blah. It's good to use a trending song, Catherine. Definitely is good to use a trending song. Now from here, y'all, you guys have a couple of more options. If you hit trial, which is right here, it's gonna push it to your non-followers. You don't have to do all of that. You can just go ahead and just let it go into your actual grid, especially if you're somebody who's not posting a lot. But I just wanted to go ahead and tell you guys and kind of show you guys what's there. If you guys are going to use hashtags, no more than 3, but I don't want to overcomplicate it because again, this is just getting us into the habit of doing it every single day and something real, real simple and easy you can do. But in case you guys wanted to go ahead and look at that, that is there. Now from there, y'all, you're just going to go ahead and hit on share on the bottom right-hand side. You're going to hit that. Is that purple or blue? I think it's purple. Absolutely, Amani. That's exactly what I'm going to make everybody do next, is go ahead and put it on your story after. So after you do that, I'm going to make sure I didn't go forward. After you do share, it's going to go ahead and it's going to end up on your page. You're going to hit next after that, share, next. After you guys do that, it's going to take probably a couple seconds and you guys will see it on your profile. And then from there, we're going to do one more thing so that it goes to your story. If you don't know what I mean by story, just bear with me. I'm waiting for the video to load. It's slow on purpose so people can follow along with it instead of feeling overwhelmed by how fast it is. So once you see the post on your page, guys, you're going to go ahead and click on the post. You guys see that little paper, I don't know, looks like a paper plane to me, paper plane icon that's on the right-hand side. Go ahead. Well, it's going to be a post and a story every day. Anisha, did I say the name right? You're going to click that and you're going to hit add to story. I'll explain what it means in just a second. You're going to click add to story. After you click add to story, you're going to hit that purple. Oh, yeah, hear that little music? You're going to hit that purple button on the bottom right hand side. You're going to hit share and you're going to hit done. That music is louder than me, y'all. Perfect. What does that mean? So you guys know when you guys are scrolling on the top of social media, and you guys see everybody at the top with their stories. I'm sure if you guys are looking at Coach K, you guys see that. If you click on your profile icon, whatever your picture is, you're actually going to be able to take a look and see that it's on your story. But now that means that you're just like everybody else who you see at the top of your Instagram, and you're like, oh, I like their stories. Look at you. If it can happen for them, it can happen for you, y'all. Right? That's not hard at all. Tell me we can't film ourselves just, typing around, walking around, doing whatever, and doing something simple like that every single day. Of course, the goal is to go ahead and delegate it in the future, right? So that you guys can go ahead and make that easier. But we don't want to delegate something that we haven't mastered. Oh, I hope you guys thought, listen, I promise I try to hit the lowest hanging fruit for y'all. This is something simple that everybody could do. Now, I did go ahead and I did talk through the other strategies that are a little bit more complicated. If you are somebody who is like, Tiff, I'm not that much of a beginner, and you guys ever wanted to learn the other strategies, we do have something coming up on May 30th to go ahead and go through all of them and even some more Capcut. We have a free school community at tonyschool.com. That's TONIS school. Y'all know how to spell school. It's not the traditional school.com. That is our free school community. Tony, if you don't mind putting the link in there for me, please. And I try my best to keep it on the time. I hope y'all don't mind it, but I would love to be able to answer some questions. If you guys have some questions, if I didn't like ruin the time.
Of course not. You know it. You got it. Thank you so much. That's amazing, y'all. Wasn't that so good? How many of y'all posted your first video using CapCut? Post, say that's me in the chat. If that was you, if you just posted your first video or reel on
To give it a shot. But if that's something that you want to get more in depth into, that is something that we'll be going over on the 30th as
All right, I'll
well.
be there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No
Perfect.
problem.
Thank you.
you.
I love it. I love it. Well, does anybody else have any other questions for Miss Tony or Tiffany? I'll let y'all both answer. I said, well, hello, I cannot talk today. Answer questions. I'm driving.
You have any other questions? Oh, yeah, they got questions. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, y'all.
Today, this was amazing. I'm going to definitely look at the replay to catch up, go a little slower. But I do want to know, what time is your workshop on the 30th? What are the hours?
Tony, keep me honest. What was the hours on the 30th? It was a Saturday. You come on, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. Is that CST or EST? CST. I see the C.
So 10 a.m. CST?
10 a.m. CST on the 30th. There's a free 3-hour workshop. We're gonna go over more than just Capcut too. We're gonna go over the other ones and then kind of talk about that big boss that's at the end for everybody that is a little bit more techie too. So that we'll be doing that there.
Great.
Yes, the replays. No problem. Yes, the replays are available in school for those that ask in the chats. Hi, how you?
Hi, two questions. Is this available in Coach K's school community?
Yes, it's
Okay.
gonna be in her replay vault.
Okay. And then this is my second time seeing you. Can you tell me a little bit more about you and Tony's business?
Okay. Oh, that's like I seeing you. That's awesome. That's amazing to hear. So me and Tony, actually, if you want to hear about what we do separately and together and how we conjoin, I'm gonna make it very, 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 very light, right? So integrator, visionary, and that's how every business needs both. So we mesh really well there. So what we go ahead and we do is we scale businesses utilizing AI. We kind of look at it like, you heard me say earlier that entrepreneurs stop going to school, and we believe in a holistic approach for business. And so we go ahead and we take that multi-layered approach to go ahead and scale people's business as well, making sure that you guys are able to use AI that makes sense for your business without utilizing your brand voice, whatever your business model is or may be.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Oh, and if y'all heard Tony before, together we have 18 years of combined experience. Actually, a little more than that. We're being generous there. But if y'all ever heard Tony speak, Tony has a wealth of knowledge over 15 plus years in the game. So it comes a lot of business acumen and wealth building strategies as well. That's why it's just in general. And if y'all heard me before, y'all know I do some e-commerce as well. So that's why we just say to scale businesses, because every business got an e-commerce department. Every business is selling something. Every business needs AI and every business needs wealth. So we just gonna keep it to that. Does that help answer the question? Okay. Thank you, honey.
Is it Cecilia?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Tiffany, for your presentation. It was interesting, a little speedy for some of us, and I got stuck in the weeds at Capcut, so I will think about taking your 3-hour course, and I'll I want them to look. And what we just did with that video, my video, I did the little video and I'm like, oh, I would never show this. I had something on the desk. I don't know why I had this syrup on the desk, but it was there. But are we paying, for those of us who are perfectionists, are we being too perfectionist oriented? Do people pay attention to the little details, or is it more what you have to say and your hook and your call to action that they're going to focus on, so that we don't spend as much time on those daily posts worrying about getting
Right.
it?
You see, I can relate to that. I like for things to look pretty too. For example, I did content all week this week with Tony, and my mouth is swollen, and that's all I kept looking at. And nobody else even noticed my mouth was swollen. But you see, you don't notice it. I keep mentioning it because I notice it. That's the answer. Nobody notices. As quickly as I do now. Months ago, I wouldn't have. I would have took me forever. It used to take me like 3 hours to post a video. That's not an exaggeration, and it's not because I'm not techie, but it was like I was like, cut. I don't sound good. This, that. It was so ridiculous, and now I'm like, y'all, in 2 seconds, I'm like, hey y'all. So, and I'm like, okay, I was overthinking it. So it's a muscle. The consumer's gonna change it. And trust me, the algorithm and your audience just needs to know that you're going to be there for them. Imagine buying from a business and you don't hear from the customer service for a while. You'll be nervous to buy something from them, right? They just got to know that you're actually there with them. So let the product change and just build every day so that they can trust you.
So, and just to hook onto that, where you said the no's for the pays, your focus is on the social media. Do you still want to have a website? And then why is it, or do you also use LinkedIn as well with the same methodology of doing a video possibly?
So LinkedIn is different. LinkedIn is more articles, if I'm going to say one thing. So that's why it's a little bit different. And if you're already somebody who doesn't post online, imagine overthinking an article. That's even worse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would say if that is what it is that you're doing, I would go with either Instagram or YouTube. If that's all, you got to know yourself to do that one. So I would say we do LinkedIn as well, but I'm gonna be honest, it took us a while to get to a point where we're juggling all of our platforms. At first, we just had to stay somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Great question.
Awesome. Great question. Remember, my question is, guys, and we've got a few more. Let's go, Miss Stephanie. You're up.
Hey. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
My name is Stephanie Key. And when you're doing these videos, even when you're doing like a presentation video or an ad, what about the background?
When you say what about the background, you mean like my background or adding a background? What do you mean?
Adding a background.
Okay, so if you want to add, so do you want to just crop yourself out so you just float in there? Is that what you're trying to do?
You can. Or like, you see my background on Zoom?
Yeah.
That's something
like,
that
so you want to float around and talk in it.
Right.
Okay, so instead of adding a new video, you would add whatever the background is first. That's the first step.
Okay.
The second step is whatever that video is of you talking, when you're inside of Capcut, you're going to see an option that says overlay. Click overlay. Go ahead and add that video of you. And then on that video, you scroll all the way to the right, it says remove background. And now you're going to be floating with the background there. There you go.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Great questions, guys. All right, Miss Kim, you're up next.
Mute. Good night.
Hi, good night. It is late.
Oh, I know, right? Like, I want to say what is it? My name is Kim, and my question is like, I want to say like this is really helpful because I'm an educator and I want to learn how to do these things, and all of these things are just super quick. Even like the how to delete your arm. That's something that I never knew how to do, and so I just posted my first. Like, I have a bunch of B-rolls that I just don't know what to do yet. So this just really made it simple. I posted and I'm like, okay, my hair looks crazy, but I'm gonna post anyway because those are the things that stop me from posting. I know I have a message, but it's just how do I get it out there? So I think the biggest question is now that I know how to do that, I really want to, how would you recommend me doing a lot of talking? Because as an educator, there's a lot that I want to put out there. So it's not really the B-roll, it's me talking. What's the easiest way to do that?
When you want to talk, are you talking in reaction to something? Do you want to do it like how Steph just wanted like a background there. How do you see yourself doing that?
So like I want to talk about like strategies and tips for special ed. So like how I went on a trip yesterday and there was a room in the building where you were able to like bring students if they needed to calm down, if they were crashing out, couldn't take the noise. So just being able to share that experience for parents and educators, just putting a lot of the tips and strategies that can help parents and educators deal with, children with special needs. So when I want to share information, it's like, what's the best way? I haven't figured out what's the best way to do it yet.
I don't mind the talking head videos. You're definitely going to be using that hook story call to action style more. That's where that one lives. Those 2 people that I posted on there, y'all want the slides? I can post the slides in my recap post. So I can't, y'all want the slides
I
after
did take
this?
screenshots, but yeah,
The screenshots?
so check those out.
I'll post them too in my recap too, and then I'll go over more on the 30th. So what I would do for you though is I would go ahead and actually make those videos, but with the editing specifically, is you want to split that split I talked about every single time you do an emphasis or end of a sentence to take away. You ever notice that when you're watching someone's videos,
and
it feels like it's doing
and I'm like,
this,
how
like
you
they
do that?
skipping?
Yes.